Okay, hi, good morning everyone. Our topic today is an introduction of Praat in Phonology subject. Here we go. Okay, now I will tell you the first step from the first step of this tutorial how to use Praat. Okay, Praat's icon itself like this one. This is like the mushroom one. Okay, so we are open here. So when you open Praat, there will be automatically consist of two windows. The first one is the Praat objects and the second one is the Praat picture. Now I would like to tell you what is Praat. Praat is an open source software suite that was developed at the University of Amsterdam by Paul Boersma and David Winning. Private Praat offers the possibility to record mono and stereo sound and to edit and analyze sound regarding intensity. Okay, Praat feature itself so many options in here. Like later we can try it one by one maybe, and then we can use it to edit and analyze sound regarding intensity, pitch, height, duration, and formats. Furthermore, so-called text grid object can be created in order to transcribe and annotate sound objects. Another interesting possibility is creating artificial sounds, example pulse murmur with certain mathematical formulas. Okay, for this step, we use Pratt objects windows only. We haven't used the Pratt picture, so the Pratt picture can we close. The first thing that we like to do is recording a song. We will open the new menu and choose either mono or stereo sound. In order to analyze phonetic features, a mono sound is so vicious. Okay, Control F or record mono sounds. And then now click record to start the recording and stop the edit. Okay, we will try to have it. Mary John Bell. After we record, we will save to list. Don't forget to put the name first. I put it as the file O1 for the name of the files. And then we will save to list. Suddenly we will have this one. Now we will like to play first.
Mary John Bell.
Okay, we try to open the third one.
Mary John Bell.
Okay, we already have one, so we just remove. Because we have same idea about this. Now, after we save about these things, don't forget to click on the save menu in the object one, this one, and then save as WAV files because it will directly go to the easy files. File O1. Save. Ta-da! Okay, the first thing that we like to do is recording a song. We will open the new menu and choose either mono or stereo sound. In order to analyze phonetic features, a mono sound is so vicious. Okay, Control F or record mono sounds. And then now click record to start the recording and stop the edit. Okay, we will try to have it. Mary John Bell. After we record, we will save to list. Don't forget to put the name first. I put it as the file O1 for the name of the files. And then we will save to list. Suddenly we will have this one. Now we will like to play first.
Mary John Bell.
Okay, we try to open the third one.
Mary John Bell.
Okay, we already have one, so we just remove. Because we have same idea about this. Now, after we save about these things, don't forget to click on the save menu in the object one, this one, and then save as WAV files because it will directly go to the easy files. File O1. Save. Ta-da! We already record the sound and we have to note that we just cannot only save on the Praat application, but we have to save in the computer also. Because one weakness of the Praat software is that it is not possible to save a sound object in this software. If a sound subject is not saved on the hard drive, it is lost. In order to receive more information on a sound subject, click on this object. Okay, so this one, we will try to find out the info like this one. So actually in here, Pratt already give the info of this one about the object ID, type, name, and when it created. Now time domain, start time on a 0 second, end time 6.0, total duration 6.0 second, time sampling even until the amplitude, total energy with the Pascal, and then mean power or intensity. Actually we already put the information in here. The mean power or intensity is around 66.37 decibel. Okay, after we record the sound, now we try to editing a sound. In order to edit a certain sound, open the sound by clicking the open menu in the object window and choose read from file. For the option open long sound file is only required if there is not enough space on the hard drive. So the sound already object appears in the object window and then we are open. Okay. On the right side of the object window, there are several possibilities to manage this one object. Okay, so maybe we try to use play option first.
Mary John Bell.
Okay, it's enough. And then if we want to view and edit, we can use like this one. But yeah, it's already appear in here. Okay, so we have to try to find out in the previous one. We need to edit the sound file one, just one files only. So for the another one we can remove. We just try to file and edit. Okay, so this is the sound file. Pictures that we want to edit. Okay, now as you have to know that the edit window appears. It's possible to open more than one edit window actually to compare different sound. In the edit window, the sound object is displayed in the upper part. Okay, this is the upper part, so-called waveform, and the lower part is called spectrogram. And this is where all the analysis takes place. In order to analyze a specific segment of the sun, it is convenient to zoom in. So, Therefore, click on View in the top of the edit window and then select Zoom in or Zoom out. Okay, zoom in or zoom out. Yeah, or to make it easily, we can just use this one. In, okay, or out, 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 respectively. If only a certain segment should be displayed by edit window, click into the oscillogram. So what's the oscillogram? Oscillogram is like this one. Okay, we choose from here Mary, John, bells. Okay, so this is that called as the oscillogram, and hold it. Then drag the cursor to the endpoint. Okay, and this is the endpoint of the segment. In order for the edit window to now display the selected segment, click on View and subsequently on Zoom to Selection. View and then Zoom to Selection. Okay, this is for the certain segment that we want to analyze. And then to play the selected segmented, use the tab key and the recording will start from the starting point of the segment. Can put this.
Mary John bells.
Okay. And then in order to play another segment, place your cursor on the preferred starting point and press the tab key. So in example, we just want to, yeah, this one only. This is the certain segment. Oh no, disable part.
Mary John bell.
Okay. This one only.
Mary
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Mary
So actually, as we know, we have some of the space that empty, so we can clear them about this one by using edit and cut. Okay, but we have to put like this one first. Edit, cut. Okay, so here to here, example, edit. Now, yeah, this is the first beginning. Edit, cut. Here, we try to visible.
Mary John bell.
Here, so in here we still like having this. This one also. Me, cut. Now we try to play.
Mary John bells. Mary John bells. Mary John bells. Bell.
Okay, we already edited the new sound and already cut for some spaces that we don't need it. And don't forget to save the new files as, yeah, we like this one, file, save selected as on. Okay, there's a problem. And So select the sound as wave file. Cut version. Okay. So that's for the new name file. Okay. There are five major features that can be investigated with the help of edit window. The spectrogram, okay, the course of the fundamental frequency and of the intensity as well as formal signal and glottal impulses which are shown in the waveform. This one. And then for the following mini project, the syllable features vowel duration, intensity, in pitch, height were of major interest. Okay, spectrum pitch intensity is the major interest. That it will explain in detail how these features can be investigated with the help of Praat. In order to obtain the duration of a certain vowel, one has to find the starting and end point of the vowel by carefully listening to the sound. Okay, we already listening to the sound.
Mary John Bell.
This might prove to be difficult since consonant and vowels of a word often run into each other, but especially the boundaries of fricatives and plosive can be easily detected since they are represented as a darker shadow. Okay, this is the darker shadow. And in the spectrogram, as an starting and end point are found. The vowel has to be highlighted by dragging the cursor as explained before. Hence, the duration of the vowel is displayed in the first gray row underneath the spectrogram and between the two red dotted lines of the cursor. This one, right? And then the duration of the selected vowel should not be read from the gray row, they say visible part, since this is the duration of the whole sound that can be seen on the screen at the point of the tone, visible part, and this is the total duration. In order to obtain the intensity of selected vowel, click on Intensity in the line above the waveform. Subsequently, click either Get Intensity in the in order to obtain the average intensity on the selected segment, or yeah, intensity. Get intensity. First, choose intensity from the intensity minimum quantity. Okay, so we have to choose first. Okay, intensity, not intensity. First, just show intensity from. Okay, sorry. Intensity, show intensity first. Okay, yeah, this is the intensity. As you know, cymbal is 100 decibel, 71 to 22, and then in here 50. Now we continue to the get intensity. Yeah, all of the intensity consists of 71.22 and so on decibel. So that's for the intensity. Okay. Another choice is appropriate if you want to analyze between two syllables. Okay. Mary John. Mary John. There's consists of two syllables relative to each other. Because in this case, the maximum intensity of both syllables can be compared. We can choose from intensity and then get intensity listing. Okay, so in the 0.11 second, the intensity is 66. But in the 0.24, maybe the intensity is already 73.54. So we can compare between one and another syllable by using file intensity listing on the Praat menu. The option of a list of the intensity of the segment previously put in every millisecond. On that list, it's also possible to find out the maximum intensity plus the exact second at which the intensity is at its peak. The pitch, okay, we continue to another. The pitch height of the selected vowel can be detected similarly by clicking on pitch in the menu bar and then get pitch, okay, or show pitch. And then now we continue to the pitch listing. Okay, the previous one is intensity listing, and now we have the pitch listing, and we know that the symbol is hertz. If we want to know the maximum pitch, we can, or the minimum one, we can choose this one. We have get pitch first. The total pitch of the sounds is 239.34 hertz. Mean pitch rata-rata. Okay, mean pitch in selection. And if you want to know about the maximum or the minimum one, the minimum one is 177.44, and for the get maximum itself is 291.13 maximum hertz, maximum pitch in selection. Okay, next is creating a text grid object. Okay, now how a text grid object can be created. First of all, select a sun in the object window. Subsequently, click Annotate on the right hand side of the object window, and finally to text grid. In order to choose the number and name of the tires, fit the name every tire into the bells. Okay, we already have Mary John Bell, which are the point tires, the bell one. Okay, and then we already choose the tire's name, and after that, by entering blanks between the words, the number a tire is set. The second row should only be used if one of the tires should be a point tire already. Afterwards, we already press OK. Now the text grid appears in the object window. In order to view and edit this object, click on but on the sound, and the text grid will by using the control key. Okay. And then we continue to the view and edit. The phonetic font is not available separately in the vacancy. Okay, it's okay. We just need to focus with the word bell.
bell,
Okay, bell. Once more.
bell,
Yep. Okay, here we go. This is in this part I would like to separate it. It's of syllable in sentence Mary John Bell. Previously I already divided the first syllable me and re in the first tier, and then like this one.
Mary, Mary,
Okay, and then I will like to tell you, and we will know how to make it. We will try to in the second tier like this one. So first we have to make the boundaries first, like from here to here, and we try to listen.
John, John,
Then after that we try to set add on tier 2 in here, and we can put like this John. Okay, and then we can listen this one like this.
John, John,
Okay, so for the last one, for the bell one, we move to here, and then we will make a boundaries first. Okay, and we will listen.
bell, bell, bell,
And then after we get this one, we try to set the boundary at on the tier 3. Boundary at on. Okay, sorry, we haven't desired key. Set that. G, and then we can make that. Okay, it should be starting from here. Okay, we just need to like that from this one, but this one to this one, we put bell. Previous step also happen if we want to add bell, right? Like make the selected segment and then add the interval and boundary for it. Okay, there are some process or editing how to use the Praat itself, and we are going to the evaluation of Praat. Praat itself, an important advantage of Praat is the extensive help function actually, yes, which is updated constantly because in this part I already used the version 6.12 version, and then it's highly common for most open source projects or major. Praat also offers its own scripting language like this one. These are small programs that compensate for missing function or that automated extensive procedures. But there are also some small shortcomings that could be improved in future version of the software because there is no undo function as we see, there's no undo functions. And then in the event that a user presses remove accidentally, like we had before, that if we choose remove, so everything will be lost. Like this one. If we choose this one, everything will be lost. And then the sun object is permanently deleted. So if we delete it from here, so there will no archive again in the Praat application. Praat doesn't offer a pop-up window questioning your choice to remove the object. Yeah. So if we already want to remove, yeah, just remove no window questioning. And then another deficiency is the division in the edit window. The waveform, yeah, this is I want to show you. The waveform is takes up the upper part. This is the waveform of the window, while the analysis has to take place in the spectrogram. This is the spectrogram. The division could be changed in favor of the spectrogram, so there is more space for the investigation of different features. Yeah, all of the analysis will be happen like in like this one, right? Like you can see for the intensity, for the pitch, for the pulses, and the spectrum. Yeah, all of the analysis will be happening here, not in here. So better if they can provide a wider space for the spectrogram, not in the waveform. Okay, that's all for the explanation about the Praat, and I hope you can use it well and understand with every single explanation that I did. Thank you.